How about the time when you overdosed? That was a pretty good story.
Go ahead. Since nobody wrestling knows the story, we might as well tell it now. 60 miles north or south of Indianapolis?
South.
South? I think that's where we were north.
Yeah, we might have been.
You pick it up from here.
All right. So
I'll take a nap.
I'll wake you when it's over.
All right.
I just like we woke up last night. Well, I'll just wake you with hypodermic just like that's done. Give me 60 cc's of adrenaline.
Stat.
I don't recommend this. Don't try this at home, kids.
Yeah, really.
This is before I got clean and sober, and before his whatever he claims he is now. And
Clean.
this is in my
Keith
Richards.
Sober.
I was in my Jim Morrison / Keith Richards phase, and so I was busy shooting up Oxycontins. And Sandman decided that he wanted to be like me and shoot up as well.
I had only snorted up to this date.
He wanted to be cool like me, which it isn't actually cool, but at the time I thought it was cool. It really isn't, but at the time I thought it was because I wanted to be Keith Richards. But I was actually in my Jim Morrison phase because I had my leather pants that I wore every day.
Oh, you did wear them leather pants.
But they never smelled, though. They never smelled. Leather pants don't smell. And then I had the full facial beard and the long hair, and I had the
this
big
is like
Jim Morrison
99,
belly.
right?
Was that?
This is like 99, right?
Yeah, the second ECW run.
Yeah.
And I was a mess.
It was February 15th.
Really, was it?
Because remember, I almost died on New Year's Day that nobody knew about. New Year's Day, I almost bled to death from that ulcer, and then that was the second time in like a month that I had almost died.
Yeah.
I was code blue twice in a month.
Damn our luck. I mean, did you know that you almost died? I mean,
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, so
It was the same year Virginia played Florida State in the college.
it actually is a pretty fucked up story. I mean, we're making light of it, but it's actually pretty fucked up. But it just, but honestly, it's actually a pretty fucked up story. But there's some really funny highlights in it. Is what's entertaining about it.
Yeah, that's right, Daddy. His lips are turning blue.
Yeah, there's some funny spots in it. It's really not funny, and I'm not proud of it.
If we didn't laugh about it now, we'd be crying.
Exactly, and I'm not proud of it, and I'm honestly, not to make like a public service message, but I'm not glad. I'm glad I did it, but I'm so glad I'm clean. I would never go back and do it again. And I don't know how I survived it. I'm glad I did, but I'll never go back and do it again. I mean, I'm so fucking lucky I survived it.
I don't know how I survived being your friend through it.
Yeah, and I don't recommend anybody doing it. I mean, it's not cool, and it's not fucking. It's just I had a lot of fucking issues, a lot of baggage. I had so many issues. I should have started my own magazine.
Oh, God.
Put that over.
That's so many.
That's tremendous.
That's.
I had so much baggage. I needed a porter to carry them. Anyway,
but you wouldn't tip them.
Anyway, so we're driving. So
60 miles south.
We pull over the sleaziest bathroom we could find.
Wait a minute. Who's in the car? I thought it was.
I'll get there. I pull over the sleaziest bathroom we could find because me and Sandman always had to do everything the sleaziest way we could.
Of course.
And there's so I got my kit out with all my works, and so we tied off, and so I'm shooting up, and then Sandman says, and I give him the little baby dose, and he's like, no, I want the bigger dose. I'm like, you're not ready for it. He's like, you idiot face, if you can do it, I can. I'm like, no, you can't. I'm like, I'm prepared. I've been training. I've been doing it for a lot longer. He's like, I can do it. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So he does it. We get back in the car, and I mean, this is the sleaziest bathroom. It's like the bathroom in the movie Train Spotting, where the guy crawls into the toilet. It's except it's a little worse.
I remember everything getting into the car.
So we get into the car, and there's. In the front seat, it's Rhino driving. It's the first time Rhino had ever ridden with us, too.
Oh, God.
He was a straight guy.
Yeah, the Rhino's completely straight. He's the first time he's ever ridden with us. He's in the front seat driving. I'm next to him. Behind me is Fonzie. Behind Rhino's Sandman. And all the way in the back is little Guido and all the bags, right?
That's right.
Right. And so we're driving. All of a sudden, Fonzie goes, "Hey, bail up, Daddy. Sandman's lips are turning blue." Daddy. Which, if you know Fonzie's just hilarious the way he says it.
So funny.
So we start panicking, like, what the fuck do we do? We're like, they're like, call 911. I'm like, so we call 911.
Like, they'll take my stash.
We're like, right, 911. We're like, we got a buddy who's OD. Like, how do you know? We think he is because we don't want to stooge ourselves off. We want to save his life, but we don't want to stooge ourselves off.
Exactly.
So we're like, they're like, all right, well, they go, well, we took some OxyContin. How do you know? Well, we just know. Well, okay. Well, where you at? We told them the mile marker. They go, well, there's an exit like 3 miles up. Go there. There's a gas station. We'll meet you there. We'll send paramedics. I'm like, all right. So as we're racing there, we're like, we got to get there first so we can dump out our bags out, all the drugs out. So
there was all kinds of shit.
So we had so much drugs on us. Had so much fucking crap.
$100.
We go racing to the thing, and but there's a hotel right across the street, so we stop at the hotel, slam on the brakes.
This is why I'm dying in the car here.
Well, it's not like
the paramedics weren't there.
Paramedics weren't there yet anyway, so you couldn't have got fixed any sooner. Anyway, so so we stop, we slam open the door, we throw, and little Guido goes sliding out over the top of the bags, takes a face bump on the ground. We throw all the bags out on top of Guido. He gets fucking throw him out. All right, see you, Guido. You wait here with the bags. We go racing off across the street. Rhino's just like, oh my god, I'm never wrong with these guys again.
Of course.
What the fuck is
that?
A
lot of guys have said that. Yeah. They ride with us once.
Yes. Of course, Rhino loves us though. Anyway, so we get there and the paramedics come and they're like, well, what do you take? And we're like, Oxycontin.
How do you know?
How do you know? We don't know. We're not going to tell the cops. Oh yeah, he shot up in the bathroom. We took 40 milligrams. He shot up. Here's the needle. Here's the and he put it right here. And they're like, all right. I don't know. Honestly, I can't remember what they did. He claims they stuck a needle in him like in Pulp Fiction. I don't think.
I know somebody told me that. I was dead. I don't think
they actually do that.
I was fucking code blue, flatline.
You were code Jew until I see you.
Alright, so I
don't know. I don't think they actually do that though. I don't know what they actually did, but they give them Narcan, I think, which is something that.
But for the sake of the story, yeah, they hit him with adrenaline.
For the sake of the story, they hit him with 50 cc's of adrenaline stat, and they revived him. So then, like a moron, the next day.
That revived me there?
Yeah, whatever. You started
doing the Undertaker shit up?
Yeah, then he sits up like the Undertaker, and he goes, "Give me," and we poured a beer on the floor. He sat up like the Undertaker.
Give me a beer.
Yeah.
And a smoke.
And then so like a week later, he calls up. He's like, "All right." He goes. All
right, I'll take over from here. So, all I remember is waking up in the. I wake up in the hospital. I'm in like still in like the emergency room or something like that. I wake up. It's like 2:30 in the. It's like 2:30 at night. And I'm like, well, you know what? I asked the lady what happened. She goes like, you OD'd. I said, well, I'm getting out of here. And of course she's like, no, you can't leave. I'm like, all right. I said, she appeased me for a minute. So I lay back down. And then I remember I woke up at like 6:30 in the morning. They still didn't want me to check myself out of the hospital. I just walked out, got on the phone, found out where those guys were. Got into had a taxi, bring me to the hotel. We slept for the afternoon. We get to the show the next day. I say, Scotty, give me some fucking works. Because I don't remember the first time I shot up. It was the only time I shot up in my life. I don't remember it. So I shot up. I did ecstasy and I shot up that afternoon.
It was a week later.
Nah, it was the next day.
So a week later.
Right, next day. Well, to me, it's the next day.
He goes, I go, what are you, an idiot? He goes, I got to get back on the horse. I get when you fall off a horse, you got to get back on it.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to see what it felt like. And then once I shot like a 20 or something like that, I kind of liked it. I liked it too much, so I never did it again after that.
And that's why kids don't do drugs, because we were lucky that he survived. Or unlucky, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
Hell, and his wife here next to me. Oh my God, was she mad at me?
She didn't find out until the bill. I got the bill. The bill showed up my house.
Yeah,
it was an $8,000 bill from the hospital. Showed up my house. She goes, "What's this?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I almost died on that day."
What? That fucking Raven? Fucking Raven was
well, as soon as she found out I shot up, she knew. She went right to him.
Fucking Raven.
She was hot.
Fucking Raven.
Oh my God. Yeah, she never would have known if that bill didn't show up at their house.
Spoiled again.